Oh, and welcome into Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Wally Lukashinsky and Kale Zomer with you today. Kale back up in the WBEV studios today. Kale, I know this is only the second day we're doing this new setup, but I'm really liking it so far.
I'm digging it, Wally. I'm digging it. It's a great Wednesday morning, pal.
It is. It's gorgeous out there. We're finally, I don't want to, well, we have wood here. I'm knocking on it. But we got to make sure we're out of spring. I was just talking a minute ago. I'm not strong like you Wisconsinites. This is killing me. I mean, this is like end of April, and I have to say we're just now getting warm. That doesn't feel right to me, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. Ease in. It's all good. But I want to tell you something a little bit, Kale, today about the floor model clearance event over at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Beauty Rest mattress sets at McKinstry's in downtown Beaver Dam. They have new mattress sets. They have models, price points that are going to meet your needs. There's not a bargain basement quality, but they're regular top-of-the-line models. The mattress sets are made right here in Wisconsin, and I know you love to hear that. Anytime you get the local stuff made for you, that's where it gets good. You know it's made with love if it's coming from Wisconsin. But stop in during the floor model clearance sale going on now at McKinstry's Home Furnishings. Quantities are limited, so hurry in for that best selection. Also have adjustable bases, headboards, bed frames, sheets, mattress protectors. If you name it, it's got something to do with a mattress. They're going to have it over there. Delivery and disposal of your old mattress is also available. McKinstry's Home Furnishings, downtown Beaver Dam. And you can reach them at mckinstryshomefurnishings.com. I'm very excited now. We're going to be joined today by Mary Fitzgerald with the Dodge County Center of the Arts and Audrey Parr, who has a new yoga deal with the DCCA. And this is a great opportunity, I guess, highlight that. You're going to have quite a few classes going on in partnership. But before we get into that, can you tell us a little bit about you guys and how you became involved with this?
Sure. Well, I'm Mary, and I'm the gallery coordinator at the Dodge County Center for the Arts. I took that position in January with a goal of increasing the programming that we offer and making partnerships throughout the community. And one of those partnerships is with Audrey, a wonderful yoga teacher, and I'll let her talk about that partnership.
Yeah, I'm very excited about this partnership. Mary has attended a few of my classes. I got to know her a little bit better, and I've been looking to branch out. I don't really have a brick and mortar yoga studio. I do most of the stuff online, and I was in search of a space to do yoga in. And she came up to me and said, I think we have a great space, and I went and looked. I knew the DCCA. And I went in. As soon as I went in there, I looked at the space and went, this is beautiful. This is a perfect space, great energy, great light. It's surrounded by the beautiful artwork that's there, talented people from this community. So I was like, yes, let's do it. Go for it.
Well, and Audrey, you've been bouncing around doing yoga in all different parts of the world. And I don't mean the United States. I mean parts of the world. What brought you back here to Beaver Dam, and what made this feel like this could be home for you?
For me, it was my husband's from Racine, Wisconsin. He and his family are very close, and we knew we wanted to kind of be closer to them. So we looked around within about 2 hours of Racine. We went in Wisconsin. I like the 4 seasons you get. Although I'm with you, it's way too cold, too long. I want the warmer weather.
It's a very short spring.
And long winter.
Well, it's a short summer too. So, but I do like the 4 seasons. I've missed that being internationally. And we found Beaver Dam. We came through here 3 times to look at different houses, and we really liked the fit. It seemed like a great fit for us and our lifestyle of where we are right now. And we ended up here. I love it.
Well, we're very happy to have you. I know, Mary, you seem very happy to have her too. You were actually at one of these yoga practices just the other day.
Just last night.
Yep. It's not really the other day. Nice job, Walt.
Yeah.
But how's that been? This is a pretty new partnership.
Yep.
What was the experience like so far for you?
Yeah. Well, yoga is something that I've practiced for a number of years. I'm a regular member at Elevated Yoga with Livia Schomber. And I first met Audrey there. She started teaching some classes there when she first came to town. And that's how we got to know each other. But now that I'm at the Art Center and wanting to bring more people in, I thought, what better way than to offer yoga classes? You can come and take care of your mind, your body, your spirit, and then look at some art when you're done. You know, wander around and look at some beautiful things. So there's really nothing bad about it. It's all good. And Audrey is also very selflessly giving back to the community by donating a portion of her sales back to the Art Center. And we are a nonprofit, so that's how we run, by donations. So we are very appreciative of that.
Absolutely. Well, and this is something now too that this is just getting started. People like me that maybe we're familiar with yoga, but we don't have a ton of experience. Is this something that we could do these classes and get a lot out of, or is this more for the experienced yoga people?
No, this is definitely for everyone. I bring 25 years of experience. I've done lots of trainings in backgrounds. Like I started very simple. I practice myself daily. I feel like just living internationally and being a part of different communities and seeing different things, I'm able to adapt for everyone. So I have in my classes, I'll have anyone from 78 years old to 22. And you have to accommodate for their abilities. And I basically want people to feel good in their bodies. So I give many options for different poses. I give you the option to opt out. I give you the option to go a little bit harder if you're feeling that way. So I just want you to feel good. I want you to understand what your body can do. I want you to focus on that rather than like, oh, I can't do that. I want you to be like, I did that today and that's amazing. So I really meet everyone where they are. I feel like I have a true ability to do that.
Well, you weren't able to do what you've done for as long as you have without a passion for this. Yeah. Where did that passion come from? And I guess what got you into yoga to begin with?
When I was living overseas, I was living in Malaysia, and I wandered upon my first yoga class. And I didn't really know what it was. The teacher invited me in. She was very kind and gracious, and I kind of got addicted. I have a sports background. I went to college as a softball pitcher on scholarship.
Oh, wow.
So I have a very sports-minded background, a very athletic background, and I really liked what yoga did for me. It helped my body. I could feel immediately the physical effects, but then just the mental clarity I had, the little bit of focus that I could have during the day. I really enjoyed that. And I pretty much got addicted, I think. I went all the time. I wanted to learn more. I'm a big anatomy geek because I was a physical education and health teacher when I was overseas teaching. And I have a huge anatomy geek, so I bring a lot of anatomy into my classes, whether people want it or not. You get to learn about your body. And I really enjoy letting people know. Like a lot of people are asking. They ask like, oh, this part hurts, and I can explain it a little bit better. I can give them poses to help them out. Hopefully it alleviates what that pain is, or at least they can find a little bit of relief before they get in to see somebody that really can help them. But that passion just kind of drove me to do more trainings and learn more different styles of yoga, which I really enjoy. So my primary is like a flow or a vinyasa, which is where you're just kind of linking your breath and poses and then holding poses for a while. I've really developed a passion for yin yoga, which is you settle into a pose for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then you just kind of sit and contemplate and use your breath to get in deeper. So it's kind of like more of a meditative one. I definitely have a passion for chair yoga, and it's not your regular...
Chair yoga? What is that?
Yeah, you do yoga in a chair, and there is chair yoga for mobility. Like for a lot of older seniors will do that. But my chair yoga, we take a little kick up, and we go in a little bit deeper. We get deeper into the joints, it helps you stretch a little bit deeper. It's definitely not going to be easy. There's some challenge to it.
I don't doubt it. Well, you mentioned, I'm so happy you brought up the mental clarity, because one of my favorite things about doing yoga is that 5-10 minutes after you finish, because you can really go to your skill level. Mm-hmm. And if you are a beginner, you can still push yourself. And there's something about that 5-10 minutes after, you're calm. I'm sure this is going to be a shock to you. I'm a highly anxious person, so I'm very high energy. And it's one of those rare times where you finish that and you can take a deep breath and you feel that, the benefits you got throughout this entire time, while at the same time knowing you did something good for your body at the same point.
Exactly. Yeah.
I hear a lot of people say things like, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. I can't do yoga, I'm too old. I can't do yoga, I can't get up and down off the floor. None of those work with Audrey, because she can get you through anything. You can do the chair yoga. You don't have to get up and down off the floor if you don't want to. You don't have to be flexible. You're working on your flexibility in class. And the bonus is if you come to DCCA and try a class with Audrey, your first class is free.
Ooh, I love that. Mm-hmm. Anytime you get that free word out there, and then that one class is probably going to be enough, too. You're going to fall in love with what you're doing.
Correct.
You're going to want to come back out there.
Hope so.
And Mary, you had mentioned, I love this comparison, that art and yoga are kind of married in a sense. And there's a natural grouping with that.
So I've been just kind of fixating on what not only come and see the art at the Dodge County Center for the Arts, but what does art do for a person? Like, why is it good for you? Why is it good for your brain? Why is it good for your heart? And I found this, and I think it's really fun because in yoga, I work on strength, flexibility, and balance. Those are all things that I strive to improve upon the older I get. I want to be able to stay strong, stay flexible, and be able to balance. I don't want to fall. So in art, strength, flexibility, and balance are not just physical attributes, but also visual principles that contribute to a work's impact and overall design. So it's just kind of cool to think about that. As you're stretching and flowing, you can kind of look at a piece of art and think, well, they really stretched there, or that's really a good balance of color there. So it's just really fun to tie the two together for me.
Well, and there's going to be a lot of options or opportunities for people to go out there and do this, because I know that we have listed on our website right now, if you're watching us on Daily Dodge YouTube's page, that there's 4 classes a week, but there's actually a 5th class as well. Can you tell us about when these classes are and where people have to go to participate in this?
Definitely. So 4 times a week, 2 days a week at the DCCA. So you can come in. There's a 9 a.m. class on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then there's a 5:45 class on Tuesdays and Thursdays as well. And then the 5th option is at Momentum Gym at 9:15 a.m. We have that class.
Well, I'm very excited. We're going to have to continue talking about yoga on at least the back part. We have a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm fired up to have both of you in here for the first 3 blocks today. But we are talking today with Mary Fitzgerald of the Dodge County Center of the Arts and Audrey Parr with this wonderful new yoga class in partnership. And we're going to be talking more with you guys when we come back from break now here on Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Breakfast. And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, and also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings in downtown Beaver Dam. Very excited today to be joined by Mary Fitzgerald and Audrey Parr. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about with the Dodge County Center of the Arts. And we're going to come back to yoga in the third block because there's a lot I still want to learn about. I got to make sure I'm using my free session and make sure what I need to do to get better about this. But there's so much other fun stuff going on as well right now with the DCCA. I don't even know where you want to start right now.
Yeah, I'll just go through my list
Please,
if that's okay
go
with
through.
you, Wally. So the funny thing is I have so many people come in or meet me in the community and they say, I didn't even know that place was there. And I'm like, well, come in and check out all we have to offer, please, and bring all your friends. So first of all, I want to talk about this Sunday. One of our artists, her name is Jenny Korbar, and she was actually on this show with me the last time I came in because she did a different class at DCCA. But this Sunday, she's doing a fused glass demonstration. So she makes glass pieces where the pieces of glass are fused together and then they're put over a form or a mold and then heated in a kiln so they change shape. And she's going to be demonstrating the process this Sunday. It's Sunday, May 4th at Dodge County Center for the Arts from 12:30 to 2:30. There is no cost for this demonstration, and there is no guest. You're not going to be doing anything. It's just a watching demonstration to learn about the process. And then I can't get by without talking about the upcoming Arts and Peony Festival in Beaver Dam. I think pretty much everybody has heard the terms. I'm sure Shannon from the Chamber's been on talking about it. There's so much going on in the community that weekend. But for DCCA specifically, we are holding a peony art contest. So any artist, any level can submit a piece to the contest. There are cash prizes. The entrants need to be received by the 23rd of May. The art will be on display from May 24th through July 11th. The judging will be on May 25th. We're having a public reception on May 31st. And then there is going to be a special category for high school and middle school students, no entry fee for students, and then one cash prize will be awarded for the favorite of high school and middle school. So big stuff going on there. Also on June 14th, which is the day of the Arts and Peony Festival.
It's right around the road, by the way, too. June feels like forever away. That's less than 50 days out.
Yes,
Right.
but there's a huge art market. Maple Street will be blocked off. There'll be tons of vendors, tons of art, and then, of course, our center will be open. At our center that day, there will be the Great Wisconsin Quilt Show. 50 years ago, back in 1973, Quilt Challenge exhibit. This is presented by PBS Wisconsin and Nancy Zeman Productions. There will be 25 quilts on display. It'll be May 10th through June 23rd. And also on the day of the Peony Festival on June 14th, there will be what's called a bed turning. So it's a bunch of quilts stacked up on a bed and somebody narrating, looking at each quilt and narrating how it was done, what technique was used. It's a good draw. People love it. So if you're a quilter, if you're thickness that he wants, and it's amazing how thin he can make that wood and how it can curve
Without
into a
cracking
bowl.
or anything.
Mm-hmm. Wow. So that'll be cool. That'll be right on our front lawn. Portrait artist Stephen Bennett will be at DCC as well, organizing the painting of tiles to create another mural. If you've seen the murals on the side of the area, the community theater, it's going to be another mural like that in the community. But we'll be doing the tiles there. Everybody's welcome to participate. And then I just also want to mention a couple of other things that are ongoing. Used book sale at DCCA. Our basement is full of books. And for $2, you can take a bag down there and fill it.
No way.
So if you're a reader and you're looking for books, this is the place to do it. There's children's books, adult books, books of any topic. We also have workshops on Wednesdays. So that's today, every Wednesday between 1:30 and 4, you can come in and learn about painting, try painting, talk to other artists, try your hand at mostly watercolor is what they do. But one day they spent the whole day talking about matting a painting. So it's just a fun group to be involved in. Second and fourth Friday of every month, we have open sketch. We have an artist that sets up a still life. You come in and sit around the table and sketch it from different angles, learn about doing that. She's a fun artist to work with as well. And then, as always, we have art on display and for sale. And then I do have a couple other
Please,
upcoming
please.
things if you want me to keep going.
Absolutely.
Audrey said to stop her if she was babbling, but I'm just going to go ahead and
This
just
is your
babble.
guys' show. You don't need me. I promise you that.
Coming up in May, we're going to be trying out having extended hours on Wednesdays. We're going to try to stay open till 7. We typically close at 5, and what we're hearing is that people who work during the day don't really get a chance to come in. So we're going to stay open starting in May, so that'll be next week till 7 o'clock, and then one Wednesday of the month I'm going to try adding in some kind of interesting new art form. It's going to be things like poetry, music, storytelling, dancing, culinary arts. We'll see what we can come up with. But for one of the things that we're doing, we're going to partner with Rosalie Book Boutique, and we're going to be doing a book club. Books are art as well. And we've chosen a book that's called What Art Does. It's by Brian Eno and Betty A. And I don't know if you know much about music, but Brian Eno is he's a musician and producer. So he's got a lot of history in the music background.
Sure.
But then also this really super fun book about art. It's a really quick read. You can pick up your copy at Rosalie Book Boutique. And if you care to join us, we'll be doing a book club meeting on July 16th. And then we're also going to have a community art activity to follow up about the book. And that's going to be on July 19th. More information to come. And obviously, you can find information on all of these and other items at our website or just by stopping into the DCCA.
Well, and I'm glad you brought up the website because that give me the cut sign at the end. I love it. But you bring up the website because we just went through a ton of events. Some people are driving right now. They're not going to be able to keep track of it all. Where is the website? Where do they go to figure out all of these? I mean, talk about like 10 events coming up.
So pretty simple, dccca.org.
Oh, that's easy. I can remember that.
If you search that, it'll pop up for you. Our board president, Craig Caston, takes care of our website, and he's really good about getting things on there. There's like a little place you can click on for each activity, including Audrey's yoga. So just visit that. And then at the center, we are open on Wednesdays from noon to 5, soon to be noon to 7. Thursdays and Fridays, noon to 5. Saturdays, 10 to 3. And Sundays, noon to 3. Stop on in.
There's something for everybody in there.
Absolutely.
I mean, you got reading $2. That's unbelievable. You get to take a bag. What kind of bag are we talking about, by the way?
Like a plastic grocery bag?
Oh, yeah. So I can literally throw like 7-8 books in there, no problem.
Easily.
Yep. When was that date again? Because you're going to see me there for that.
The book sales always.
That's always?
Anytime we're open, you can go down in the basement and shop the books.
For $2, anytime?
Yep.
Okay, that's dangerous.
Yep. You could come on Thursday, like at 5, shop books, and then stay for yoga.
Oh, we're definitely going to be doing that.
Perfect timing.
It is perfect timing.
I've got a plan for you, Wally.
I'm going to need it because there's a lot going on. I know my mom's a huge quilter. Unfortunately, she's in Pittsburgh, but maybe I can get her to come on up. It sounds like there's quite a bit for that as well.
Yeah.
But this is going to be, you heard me butcher this word about 150 times already today, so feel free to laugh at me. Peony?
Yep.
Oh. What this is going to look like.
Sure. So peonies are a beautiful flower. They're a perennial, so they do come back year after year. And we have the benefit of a beautiful farm that's just outside of Beaver Dam. It's called Ovens Peony Farm. Michelle Ovens and her husband run that farm, and they're a huge part of this festival. It's a beautiful place to visit. You can literally walk up and down aisles of every different color peony you could imagine. It's just gorgeous, and they smell really good, right?
They smell.
So the Peony Festival will be going on, and then the National Peony Conference is this year in Beaver Dam, Wisconsin. It's someplace different every year, and this year they've chosen Beaver Dam. So in addition to our very own Beaver Dam Arts and Peony Festival, there's also the National Convention, and they're going to be holding workshops and presentations at Beaver Dam High School to help people understand the peony, learn how to grow it, learn all the different varieties. It's just a really, really fun thing to do.
One of the things I've fallen in love with Beaver Dam, and we kind of spoke about this off air, is that they're so involved with so much, and like national things too. And sure, part of it is because we are centrally located. We are in between a couple big cities, but even more so, the city, the people in it have put so much hard work into making this town special. Mm-hmm. And it feels like every people we bring in, the volunteering, the hard work, the passion to make Beaver Dam Special, it's off the charts. And today's another great example of it. We're going to have more time. We get to talk more yoga here on the other side of the break. I'm very excited for that. I got to figure out when I'm dialing in for my first free session here.
Yes,
Before I'm
get you in the books.
Get me in the books is right. Well, we're talking with Mary Fitzgerald and Audrey Parr today. We're going to be joined with them once again on the other side of the break here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.
And welcome back to Hometown Today on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. Hometown Today is presented by Professional Floor Covering, your store for floors and so much more. Randy and his team are here to help you design the perfect space for your home. Of course, when it comes to floors, when floors are in their name, you know they're going to have you covered when it comes to the flooring. Over 1,000 samples of carpet plus in the bathroom with a new shower or tub. Let their team help you design a shower you can unwind and relax in. From color, material choice, size, and arrangement, there's a lot of design choices that need to be made before beginning the remodeling process, and they can help you out, whether it's retiling. Maybe you want to put in some glass enclosures, give it a little more spacious, luxurious feel. And of course, when it's getting tougher and tougher to get in and out of that tub, they can help you out with a tub to shower conversion as well. Park Avenue in Beaver Dam, online at PROFLR.com.
Pros pro right there, Kale. Always looking sharp. That's what I like to hear.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Hey, absolutely. And now we're very excited once again for our third and final block with you guys today. We are joined with Mary Fitzgerald with the Dodge County Center of the Arts and Audrey Parr, who is now a new partner with them with your yoga with classes. That would be the best way to say that? Yoga class?
Yoga classes, correct.
And you have 5 of them a week.
I'm so excited about them. I love yoga. I'm very excited. It started with just once a week that I was able to have yoga here in the community when I started at Elevated Yoga. And then I had more opportunities at Momentum Gym, but then I've decided I needed a bigger space and a new space and a space away from a gym, like more of a little self-contained space. And Mary was very, she's the one that helped me get this space. I can't even think about how to
dragged her over.
I know, it's like everything aligned. And she's like, I think I have a perfect space. And it really is. It's a beautiful space. You should come check it out. The art is beautiful. I feel very lucky to be there. I really do.
I think it would be important that we mention the specifics, like the logistics, because our space is limited. We can't take 20 people in class, or we'd be knocking over the paintings and everything. So you want to go over that, maybe how people register?
Yes, definitely.
Ooh, good call.
Yes, you can find on the website, and then through my website, audreysyoga.com. You can email me at info@audreysyoga.com, and you can just reserve a space that way. That's the best way. Or if you find me on Facebook or Instagram, just send me a message. We do have space. We can probably fit 10 comfortably. We can squish 14 in there, but that's pushing it. I would like a heads up on how many people are able to come, just so we can prepare for that. Or if we need to create a wait list and just make sure that people are showing up.
Well, and how long ahead would you say if I want to get involved in is tomorrow's class probably too far gone? Look the next week?
No, I would say give me a heads up. Maybe if you're coming in the morning class, give me the night before. If you're coming to the evening class, give me a heads up in the morning. So
you can just message her and say, do you have a room for me at the 5:45 class today? Yeah. And then she'll say yes or no. You don't have to pay before you come. Correct? Obviously, we said the first class is free, but then if you continue to come, it's basically an honor system. She's got a fun little cash bowl, and you just put your fee for the class. Audrey is offering also a discount for the class fee for anybody that is a member of Dodge County Center for the Arts. So that's another thing to put out there in the universe. If you are currently a member, which a lot of people in the community are, you can come to class for a discounted rate.
That's fantastic. Well, and for people that know that they're going to want to do this, you get the first session free. If you're not sure, obviously go out there, give it a shot, figure out if it's for you. But once this does happen, what is the rate for this so people can count for that in their budget?
Yeah, definitely. If you come just for a drop-in class, it's $18.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Nope. I have also some great class packs. So you can get a class pack of 5 for $85. Or you can do a 10 class pack for $150.
Oh, that's a great deal.
And then I also have just started, I have a few seniors that I work with at the Watermark for a fitness center, and they want to come. So I have discounted them. So if you are a senior that's been with me at the Watermark, or you're part of the Watermark activities and you want to come join me, I'm doing a 10 class pack for $25.
Wow. 10 for 25.
Which is a steal.
That is an absolute steal.
Yeah.
We had mentioned it before. Go down there, take your grocery bag, spend $2 for books, stick around, look at some art, and then do yoga. Make it a whole evening.
And you've spent $2.
And you spent $2 because again, this first session is free. If you're not sure, again, I'm a big guy. So a lot of people, you're like, oh, well, maybe I can't do yoga. Like, that's not for me. That's for people in shape or all that. You can do it at any point. You'll adjust for us.
100%. Like I meet people where you are. I want to work with your abilities, what you can do. I give tons of options. If something doesn't feel right, just shout out, hey, what else can I do? Or give me a little look and I'll give you another option. I feel like yoga can be so beneficial, especially a lot of people, like Mary was saying earlier, I'm not flexible, I can't do yoga. Well, you're the perfect person to do yoga because you want to keep that flexibility. Having that flexibility helps you stay strong, which then as you age, you want to stay strong because you want to keep your balance. You know, like Mary had said, don't want to fall. So it helps with the balance, helps with the coordination. And then that's just all the physical attributes. And then you have also the self-regulation of emotions. You have the clarity that you get through yoga, like how you were saying, like 5-10 minutes later, you're like, gosh, I feel so great. There's the big stress reduction, right? Like so many people are walking around on their phones, hunched over. It's just the opening up and letting those shoulders drop down, release the tension in the mind, all these different things. And I can meet you wherever you are. I look forward to offering kind of maybe some workshops at certain points of like workshopping different types of yoga to see what people like. Because, maybe my type of yoga may not fit you certainly 100%, but maybe there's something else I can throw at you or give you that you do resonate with and that is better for your body. So there's all different types that you can go through.
One of the things too that it always amazes me, and I have so much fun with it, is you don't realize how, I guess you don't focus on breathing.
Yes.
Until you go to yoga. And
Yes.
just the simple thing of knowing how to breathe can do so much for you.
So much.
It's like calm you down. I mentioned that drive home after you're done with yoga. I feel on top of the world. I'm like scared to turn the radio on. I'm like, I don't want to change anything. This is perfect.
Exactly. Yeah, breathing is so important. And like if everybody could just learn to breathe or just even take what they learn in yoga class and just apply it to their daily life, 5-6 times a day, just to drop out of their head and into their body, everyone would feel so much better. Less
I couldn't
stress.
agree more. Well, I know we only have about a minute or two left. Mary, we had mentioned in the first block that the marriage between arts and yoga and how important it is. What can you talk about with that in terms of what this partnership has meant and what I guess people can get out of doing this?
And this is a personal observation. So this is not like science-based or anything, but I have found in my life that if people are doing things that bring them joy and experiencing things that they find beautiful, they're happier. Amen. And I'm all about that. I want a life where I feel surrounded by beauty and love and happiness. And if I get to look at art, which is why I love my job, and I get to take care of my body in a beautiful way by going to a yoga class on top of it, that makes everything in my life that much better. And I'd really like that for everybody in our community. I just think more options. So I do want to add, if I could, before we leave today, if anybody else listening to the show today has another idea for a partnership, if you think, if Audrey and Mary can partner and do this together, what if we did blah, 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 blah? I'm open to that conversation, and I'd love to hear from you.
Thank you so much for coming in today. I had a blast. This was a lot of fun. I know that I'm sure we'll be talking more down the road, but you guys will be seeing me for my first session here coming up. I can assure you that.
I hope so.
Perfect.
Oh, I promise you that's happening. But thank you both. We were talking with Mary Fitzgerald at the Dodge County Center of the Arts and Audrey Parr with the new yoga partnership with them. Again, thank you for joining me, and very excited to talk with you guys down the road.
Great.
You bet.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for having us.
Thanks.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to come back here. Kayla and I are going to let you know what's going on in Beaver Dam. Got a busy week, Kayla, and looking forward to chatting with you on the other side of the break here on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge. What a great song, Kale. I say it every day. I am loving the new songs that we're leading into. And as we get a wild Jake Hayes appearance in the background there. Kale, first of all, loving the new setup. Welcoming back here, obviously, to Hometown today on 95.3 WBEV. But, Kale, we have a lot of fun stuff coming up, including tomorrow, where the sweet tooth in your life, you better make sure you're paying attention.
Oh, buddy, I am so excited for tomorrow. Going to be switching it up a little bit as we are going to be going. You and I will be on the air for 2 hours, 9 to 11 tomorrow morning for the big dessert auction. Looking forward to that. I don't know if you've seen, but a few of the desserts started rolling in this morning already. They are looking so good.
I have not seen them yet.
Good. I think I may need to have Sherry lock my office door with me in it so that I don't get into the desserts before tomorrow.
The key for me, I tell anybody that'll ever listen, like I like desserts, but I'm a savory guy. So like I'll take the extra piece of pizza, I'll take the extra brat. But when I'm hungry and it's a free game, there's not a dessert safe when I'm in the building. And tomorrow, they're gonna trust us, Kale?
I know. I can't believe it either, but you know, I guess so. So we'll do our best. We'll do our best. I think, Wally, the one thing that'll motivate us to just leave them alone is knowing that this is for the kids and we don't want to get in the way. I think that's gonna be like the one factor that'll keep it safe. So yeah, looking forward to it. I mean, man, there was some delicious cake pops already dropped off that look amazing. Somebody's gonna get 50 cake pops.
Oh.
That's incredible. And there was there's a really good there's a couple of really delicious looking cheesecakes that are going to be part of it. So yeah, really excited for tomorrow, 9 to 11 right here on 95.3 WBEV. We'll also be over on Daily Dodge TV as well. Bids, you can call your bids in tomorrow from 9 to 11 at 885-4446. And we do have a number, not all, but a number of the desserts that are going to be on the dessert auction. We've got the info up on the Radiothon page at dailydodge.com, so you can check that out. There are more desserts coming in than what we've got there. We can only post those as much as we get pictures or they get brought into the office here. So there will be some additional desserts on top of what's listed there. But going to be a good time. Looking forward to that, Wally, and going to be really fun. And you know what? At the end of the day, raising some funds for the kids and helping out those 15 phenomenal nonprofit agencies here in the Dodge County area that are helping our kids with different needs. So going to be a great time.
It will be, and I'm glad that you brought up it's for the kids, because I think that's going to have to be like whispered in my ear like 19 times tomorrow as I start inching towards the dessert. Be like, Wally. Those are for the kids.
For the kids.
Oh,
Wally.
okay, fine. The kids can have it.
This is a great way too. Like the dessert auction is a really nice way. Like if you've got an office, you want to like treat your staff. It's a good way. You can get a dessert. It goes to a really good cause, and you can treat your staff to the dessert, and they know it's for a good cause. And so it's kind of a win-win for everybody. So definitely look forward. Also, if you win one of the desserts on the dessert auction, should mention you can pick those up here at our studios at 100 Bill McCullum Way in Beaver Dam tomorrow, Thursday, from noon to 4. So don't show up before noon because we won't have everything quite ready to go yet. But from noon to 4 tomorrow, and then again 8:30 a.m. till 4 p.m. on Friday, you can stop by our studios and pick those desserts up. So going to be a great time, and looking forward to it.
9 to 11 tomorrow. Make sure you're paying attention. Daily Dodge, you're going to have an opportunity, win some delicious awards, help out a great cause while doing it. Kale, I'm very fired up for tomorrow, and I think as long as you don't have anything else, that's going to wrap us up for today.
I'm good, buddy. We're all wrapped up for today.
That's perfect. That's going to do it for us here at Hometown today. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here same time, same place tomorrow with some delicious food on the line. That's on 95.3 WBEV, powered by Daily Dodge.